Hey NBA 2K fans, I'm back with another NBA2K MyLeague Series video with the fictional rosters and those Hoosier Hobgoblins who are fresh off their win against those pesky Florida fire-breathing Dragons and have now won 12 straight games. So we're going to go for our 13th straight victory today against the Fresno Furies. And if you're new to the channel, I'm Coach 2K. While you're here, subscribe to the channel and click that bell to get notified whenever I upload anything new so you don't miss a single NBA 2K video that I put out. And so I've been putting up a lot of tutorials and gameplay, and so I hope you like it. Let me know down in the comments. Hit the like button while you're here as well. As you can see here on the screen, we're third in the Eastern Conference. The Fresno Furies, they're struggling. They're down at the bottom of the Western Conference. They've lost, 5 or 6 straight there, and we won the last game, so we lead the season series right now 1-0. And this is the scores from the last game. Raheem Dorsey, he lit us up. I think he did his first 10 shots. I'll put a link to the game up in the upper left hand corner, so if you want to check out the highlights of that game, because Raheem Dorsey, he was a pretty good player. And Dantley ended up with 39, and he only missed 4 shots, 5 of 8 from 3, as we stomped on the Fresno Furies the last time we played them. So, problem is with the Furies, they're going to be without Raheem Dorsey. He's got a pinched nerve. He's day-to-day, and we won't see him today. And they were very tough with him. It took a while for us to kind of create some space, as Raheem Dorsey is a much better player than the Fresno Furies record. But he says he's got a pinched nerve. He's working hard to come back against the Centaurs, but I think he missed that game, so it's maybe a little bit more serious than they're letting on. Anyway, he's a good player. We'll miss him. As you know, we picked up a couple people via trade, and Lewis Hill was one of them. We gave him time last time to kind of try and help with team chemistry, and we're going to give the minutes that we had with Hill, and we're going to cycle these 10-11 minutes to the other players. And today it is Marion Haley's turn. He's point guard, and so we're going to get him some action, get him on the floor and have a look at him so we can start increasing chemistry. We got it back up to 63% right now, I think. Hollis Rush is going to be the man since Raheem Dorsey is not going to be on the floor, and he averages about 11 points a game. Of course, there's our superstar Byron Dantley, 37.2 points a game, still number 1 in the league here. As you got a nice look at the arena here, you really got to appreciate NBA 2K. These are all created players, created uniforms, created arena, and it looks fantastic. I mean, it's really cool to watch your players be introduced here, and the fans are excited because they know they got a winner here with these Hoosier Hobgoblins. And now we're looking like a championship team running off all these wins. And so we thought we began the season as a rebuilding team. But, we think we can win it all now. And so we're excited to see what's going to happen as the season goes on. Hopefully, we're going to have a tough time with some of those teams like the Mothmen. They've got 2 superstars, Woolridge and Hakeem Kingsley. So we'll have our hands full, but it's going to be a fun year. And you can see here Dantley being introduced. Yeah, he's pumped up. He should be, because I don't think we haven't lost a game since he came back from that injury. And so, what a great guy. Here's our coach, Jason Brunson, doing a good job with the team, trying to get everybody on the same page. As you look at the starting lineups, and we're running with the same starting lineup that we had, same rotations, except for what I told you about with Hill and with Haley. As we get into this game, it's a sellout. They're ready to play here as they get on the board with a 3 right off the top, and another 3 in the corner there as Gentry knocks down, gives them an early 5-point lead, but Dantley comes back off the screen, shows he can hit threes too. It's Bryce Kidd with an up and under move there. Does a nice job scoring for us. And so early we are down 10-6, but check out the move by the Juker. We're going to try and get him some more touches as Warwick continues his hot streak from outside. Man, he's been burying most of those threes he's been taking. He's been doing a good job out there. As we move the ball around, we get it to Kid. Kid says, hey, you can't give me that kind of space. I'm going to knock down that jumper. Big steal here as Dantley gets the loose ball. We're going to alley-oop it to Bayo, but Bayo, he must not have that ability to catch the alley-oop. Fortunately, Dantley there to clean up the trash and get the rebound and put it in. And so early we were up 7 here. And off the steal, they're going to get into transition. And Gentry's going to find Selvey underneath. He dumps it down there and they score, so they're hanging close early. Here's Haley, our first look at him, and he gets fouled as he tries to get to the opening on the floor. He takes his first free throw and he knocks it down. He'll miss his second one. But nice view here of Haley. And as usual, it seems like I miss a lot of the back ends of these free throws and the AM1 opportunities, because then it's just an easy score here as they lay it in. Easy play, easy score. Haley playing good defense here as he's getting challenged and he's right in his face. Nice job by Haley playing good defense. That's what our team's kind of been built on here. As on the break, he gets it to Gatson, and Gatson scores on the dunk and the fast break as Gentry scores for the Furies. Nice play here. It's Haley again with the pass to Ruiz, and Ruiz with a slam dunk. Good job, Ruiz. As you guys, I continue to talk about what a great free agent pickup that was, as Haley gets stripped, and I can't see who stole it from him. I think it might have been D'Angelo. D'Angelo, he's kind of putting it to Haley here, getting to the basket. I think that might have been D'Angelo that got that steal too here. Nice play as D'Angelo gets behind the defense and scores. And now the Furies are up, and Farrell hits the three. And so nice defense by Bayo as the shot clock was running out. He picks up a block. He ended up having 2 blocks in the game. And in transition, we find Dantley in the corner, and he buries it, puts us up by 4. Culpepper with the quick trigger gets the 3 back on his own. And there, nice risky pass to Kid, but he got the ball and finished the break with a layup. So we're up 3. Nice play here as Rush, he got 2 quick ones early, and so he didn't get in the flow of the offense right away. There we find Bayo. Bayo gets hammered, and he throws up a prayer and gets it to go down. And so he's going to have a chance for his own and one, but wouldn't you know it, of course we're going to miss it, give up an easy shot in transition. This time it's going to be a 3, and Reese buries the 3. 1-point game, and Juker with more action inside, and he gets a couple of easy baskets here. There off the pass from Kid as he finds him cutting back door, and another pass to Ruiz. Ruiz with another dunk. Good job, Ruiz. Look at that dunk. He's got some size. Now we lead by 8 at the half. Shooting good, but only an 8-point lead. Dantley with 11 at the half. Culpepper 8 points for them on the other side. So as we get ready to start the second half here, we're going to try and put the clamps on them in the third quarter to see if we can open up that 8-point lead, as we're going to go inside to the Juker here as he does a nice job with the moves. He does this shimmy and he creates the space. Good fadeaway shot by the Juker. Here he's going to do the spin move and with the lay-in, and the Juker is pumped up. He's been kind of hiding on offense lately, so we wanted to kind of get him involved here. Look at that play by Rush out the timeout. They throw it to Rush, the alley-oop. Great play by the CPU. And we're up by 11. They find Rush in the corner. He can shoot the 3 from over there. He's starting to get hot And there we find the Juker again with another basket. Wait, gets to see the Juker scoring. He's been taking this in stride. He likes the way the team's playing, according to what we see in the game. We were talking to him, and he's got that championship DNA, as you see. Dantley, I don't know how he did that. He just kind of dunked it over everybody. Nice play here by Kidd as he goes around Warwick. Warwick finds him cutting to the basket. And now we're up by 11. Look at that. That's Culpepper. I think that was Culpepper. He got the alley-oop that time there. They got a nice play into D'Angelo, who was cutting to the basket, and they cut it back to 9. Here they left Cummings wide open, and he says, I can hit those kind of shots. You got to play defense. Big block by Gatson. Gatson gets the break started, and we're going to try and get it to Haley, but we throw a bad pass, and Haley fumbles it, and they're going to get in transition themselves, and D'Angelo is going to beat Haley off the dribble for an easy 2, and they cut it down. I think it's a 9 again there. The big offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Reese. Reese gets the 3. And 10-point game. Big block by Ruiz as the bigs are running the break here. And at the end of it, we find Jedovic. Jedovic with the easy put in. So we're up by 14. And Dantley, I think he took off from the 3-point line when he jumped and scored. Jedovic here as Dantley dishes it off to him. And now we got a bigger lead. What was that, 19 points? And Jedovic pushes it to 22 with another 3. A big play here as Dantley, he elevates and he goes over everybody and posterizes the Furies. Look at this. I was like, holy cow. Well, anyway, we just destroy him from there on. We'd end up winning by 31. Great night shooting. We took care of the ball. We got to the free throw line 25 times. And so we got our 13th straight victory. What a big win here. As you look at the stats, Dantley, he ended up with 28 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists. The Juker with 22, Kidd with 18, Cummings 13. We had a bunch of guys in double figures. Bayo with 13 rebounds, a couple of blocks, one you saw on that 3-point opportunity there. Not much action on the Fury side. Culpepper only had 14, Rush with 14. So, they really miss Raheem Dorsey, and you can see they need his scoring. So we win the season series against the Furies. And so 2-0 scores around the league here as the Wraiths beat the Demigods. And, of course, we beat the Furies to improve to 19-7. And the Zombies, they beat the Doppelgangers. Both teams under 500 there. And the Warlocks, they got beat by the Centaurs. There, the Devils, they won 123-108. And they would have a good game from Grayson Cowens, who'd end up with 24 points. That's the first time I've seen him. Rooks is their best player. Cowens is a shooting guard, and he's from Nebraska. So the Devils, they've been playing well. They're right there with us. And then the Big Feet beat the Shapeshifters. There's the Leviathans and the Minotaurs. Minotaurs crushed the Leviathans because Leviathans without Hot Rod Dupree, as Freeman Beasley would end up with 31 points. He's there. He ripped us pretty well when he was in town to see us early in the season. I'll put a link up to that game up in the left-hand corner. You can see him. But Von Barnes has been in for Hot Rod Dupree. He'd end up, I think, with, 23 points in this game, as the Minotaurs would beat the Leviathans. There's the Mothmen, 18-8. They won over the Poltergeist. Look at that. Woolridge with 26 points, 18 rebounds. Ikeem Kingsley with 17 points, 10 assists. Ogres, they got beat by the Mutants in a close game there. Mutants were hot early. They're 14-11 now. All right, well, be sure to check out my other videos while you're here, as we won our 13th straight. And we get ready to play our next game. We'll be back soon. I'm Coach 2K. I'll see you on the court in the next video. Thanks for watching.